and welcome to Sunrise, coming to you this morning live from the land of honor. Ile Iyi, Ile Eye. I am Alero Edu.
Now what do I say after you've done that? How do I top that? I guess I will only mention the fact that this is the place where some people choose to call the fountain of knowledge.
Because indeed, they're all professors, aren't they?
Virtually everybody, even the governor is a doctor, PhD holder, and then the deputy governor is a professor.
Oh, jeez.
God help us.
Well, the tradition continues,
yes,
doesn't
it does. They've got so many professors. Every household has got one. My name is Kaide Akintemi. Great to be here this Saturday morning, and welcome to Sunrise again.
Well, although we've just finished celebrating New Year, as usual, things have been pretty active, in Nigeria. What with the president giving us his scorecard and the CBN governor in that telephone brouhaha with the president. I mean, that was something. The president says he should go. Yeah. And he's saying, I'm not leaving before June when I'm supposed to leave.
That one, that I find it quite interesting that it's being reported that way in the media. But I've been trying to get across to people who work for CBN and who work for the presidency to confirm it.
To give us the true picture.
The true picture. Yeah. Because I have said consistently that don't believe everything you read in the papers, but believe everything you see on channels television.
True. Some are contrived.
The difference is on channels television, when we put it there, pictures don't lie. If you see...
that used to be a mantra in those days, but with Photoshop and all those computer things, photos do lie these days. They can put my face on your body, and that would be a photo.
Very interesting picture, wouldn't it?
Photos do lie nowadays.
Well, yes, at times, but on channels, it's not likely to be grafted.
It's not likely to, yeah.
So when you see it, you know that, yes, that is the president, that is the CBN governor, and you know that's the fact. But if what we hear in the media is actually correct, then it gives us grave concern that this has happened. But if it is not, then it could be another preparation for 2015, and all kind of stories will make the round. And for those of us who are in the business of journalism, the appeal is always that treat all issues with some caution and just be careful so that we don't allow the heated policy to overboil. Because,
well, we do hope that very soon the CBN itself is going to come out and make some statement regarding this issue, because social media has been awash with it, and we're still waiting for some comment so that we can get the true picture.
The area where I am quite concerned about in this one is when it comes to information dissemination. When these things happen, we know that the polity is heated. We know that things are going to be happening. We know that the media is going to be awash, and social media especially, because news has got to fly out so quickly, and at times it's not news, it's just stories that people make up, and it will fly and it will go viral. What is most essential, most critical for every organization, every government department, every government agency to do is to ensure that they come out and make a clear statement. Very clear. CBN, come out and make a statement that says it is not true. The CBN governor never had a meeting with the president. Whether that is true or not, at least we have something that balances the story. Oh, yes, they did, but there was no discussion of whether
regarding that particular issue.
And that is extremely important. That is extremely important. That will be very useful.
Oh, and the unfortunate incident in the course of the week at Apapa, the tanker that we hear that about 10 people lost their lives. And like the Lagos state government said, why are we still trucking inflammable substance the way we do. Those tankers are parked along the road, and we don't seem to appreciate just how much danger they constitute.
The governor practically hit the nail on the head. Governor Fashola is a brilliant man, and he's not one to play politics. Well, at least most of the time, he's not one
Not
to
with
play
people's lives, at
politics
least.
with people's lives. And this is one instant where definitely I absolutely agree with him.
He was
that
spot on.
He was spot on.
Yeah.
21st century. How could the federal government of Nigeria, and any government in Nigeria for that matter, have a situation where we're still trucking highly inflammable
PMS
substance, carrying it around the town? And there's been so many instances in Ife, in Ibadan, the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway.
Yes.
These things turn over, and then it catches fire, and 20, 30, 40 lives are lost.
And we're not making any effort to do something about it. How many more lives must be lost before we now begin to move those commodities by rail?
We have to make sure that we don't allow this to continue. The federal government and indeed all good people of Nigeria must make it top priority that we do make our railroads work. If they work like it used to when we were in secondary school, and we used to travel from Lagos to Kano by rail, and it was such great fun and it was wonderful. Now the rail of the 70s, 80s and 90s have changed, and we're talking high speed.
They're almost as fast as airplanes.
Yes, and we're talking high speed railroad. Then it will be so much better.
Our hearts go out to families who lost property, families who lost relations in that horrible fire caused by that tanker in the Apapa area of Lagos. I also mentioned the president's scorecard.
Yeah, the president's scorecard. I don't know what to make of that.
So some people are saying that the president should not be scoring himself. He should wait for Nigerians to do the scoring.
Absolutely, I agree with them, because I was surprised that we're talking of the president. It's like me saying, well, as far as I'm concerned, I am the best presenter on television in Nigeria for now. Nobody's done much better. I've done a great work. And a lot of people will think, hello,
Get real.
that is normal. Alera cannot sit here and say I'm the best anchor. It's not for her to say.
No,
So let our
not.
people sing your praises. Let us see the work that is done in different sectors, and let us be able to use that to gauge how excellently or how average this government has been.
Well, well said, Mr. Akintemi.
Thank you very much, Alera Edu.
Well, as we said, we are in Ekiti, and what are we going to be talking about on Sunrise this morning, except you have any other issues you want to raise?
Gosh, Alera, I mentioned something that I wanted us to talk about, but
It's flown out of your head. Well, it happens.
yes,
It happens.
it does happen. It does happen. I think probably we talked about it, but it's all right. Let's take a look. Go ahead and let's take a look at the things we've got for this
Okay.
morning. We know that, yeah, go
Yes, we're going to start with Ekiti.